Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're back to play more 2 Point Hospital, specifically map 2 of the new DLC, Culture Shock, which is Mudbury Festival, and the last time we got to 2 stars. No, last time we got to 1 star, so let's see if we can get to 2 stars. Right, so the last time we completed wave 6. So in this map, everything is done by waves. We get literally waves of patience, which does present an interesting strategic challenge because it adds some time pressure to build up your hospital as soon as possible so that you can meet each wave. Although strictly speaking, I guess you don't really have to because you could always do 1 wave more than once. But let's try and keep that at a minimum and just play them as they come. And of course, each wave doesn't have a time limit, but we don't want the patients to die or to storm off mad, so yeah. So the next wave is in 6 days. In between waves is a great time to send your stuff off for some honor. And send them from training, which is what I'm doing right now. Okay, so wave 7. We have 70 patients. Reputation, we need to get it to 65, and we need to complete a general marketing campaign. Now, since the number of patients is fixed per wave, like predetermined, I think. Ooh, look at that lineup.
2 Point Radio. Is there any more stirring sight than watching one-eyed Wallace, our venerable old lighthouse, casting its wondering and luminescent gaze upon the sea? So it is to Wallace I dedicate this delightful little piece of music.
As I was saying, usually I do keep the reputation down pretty low, because I don't want my hospital to get overwhelmed like this. But since the number of patients in each wave is predetermined, it doesn't actually matter. So yeah. And it looks like we need a pest control. Let's just get that built. I'm gonna keep all my treatment rooms, I think, to the left, and all the diagnostics in the middle. And we might as well do some research on our new treatment rooms to make them more effective, in case we get another one of those requirements where you need to achieve a cure rate. Then we'll be ready for it. And let's make sure to keep our treatment costs nice and high, because this is one of the few maps where you need to be careful of that bank balance. Look at that hammer. That's a new one for this DLC, I think. I don't think I've seen the hammer before.
Today's sponsor is Rent an Eel. Rent an Eel for all of your short-term eel-based needs. This is 2 Point Radio.
So what would be an eel-based need? I guess if you needed like a backup source of electricity? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna continue to keep my staff trained up. Janitors can be really trained anytime. We'll try to keep the treatment nurses and doctors training between waves though. And honestly, this is gonna be kinda dicey, cause how are we gonna get our reputation that high in 1 wave? Hold your horses, we're getting a little bit too crowded on the left, so I think I'm gonna split it up. So we have the doctor's rooms on the right and the nurses' rooms on the left. As long as your staff is split out to only a certain area, then the hospital should run pretty efficiently. Oh, this is like the most inefficient room ever. It's so big. I do not like this. And because it's like long, I don't know. It's just hard to fit in, you know? Actually, this home map is like kind of a disaster layout-wise. Since we're building in a new area, let's try and get some good staff rooms and bathrooms in. That bathroom is way too long. Okay, this is a much better template. I mean, they should really just be sent to psychiatry if you're satisfied by that. So as we're getting more into this map, I'm getting a little bit pickier as to my staff, like I usually am. I do think I should stop being so picky, but like, it's hard not to. Okay, let's make sure to segment these people off. So marketing only for marketing, everybody else for reception. And psychiatry, they need a specialized doctor anyway, not just any treatment doctor, so it doesn't matter where you put it. But there's a little bit more space to the right, so let's do that. And we need a DNA lab, which is annoying because the Q rate for DNA lab is pretty low. And since I anticipate the doctor hanging around a lot, especially on this map, let's make sure they have something to drink, something to eat, and somewhere to sit. And of course, I always forget this, but whenever you have all these like DNA labs, psychiatry, whatever, remember to turn off diagnostics unless you actually want it jammed up with all the diagnostics. But don't
You
do
have
that.
doubtlessly had many anxious moments wondering whether you have placed your apostrophes correctly. Here is a simple grammar guide to help you through such torment. Try communicating through drawings. They may be more adequate to your intellectual level.
That might be more difficult for me though. I'm not a good artist. I've actually been studying doing like just following like acrylic painting tutorials on YouTube. And it makes me feel more artistic. But then I went to a class where they were very like, you know, free form, paint whatever you want. And that's like going to a psychiatrist for me. It kind of knocked me out of that perception that I was actually becoming an artist, because I'm really not. But I'm great at following instructions, so that's something.
Time for a call-in, and today's subject is, oh goody, some upcoming prehistoric sporting event, which will no doubt elicit any number of tribal grunts from our listeners. Fortunately, the supporters of 2.FC have yet to decipher how to operate the telephone, so let's just sit in silence for a while, shall we?
Okay. Okay. Looks like everything. Oh, we only have 4 patients remaining in this wave. And we're only at like 43% reputation. And we need to get to 65. Okay, let's see if we can find that last guy. Yeah, let's just like turn off this room so that this person doesn't get treated yet. And hopefully they won't like die or storm off. At least until we get our reputation up. Okay, 63. Perfect, 64. Yes, we made it. Okay, now we just need to treat that last guy, and we made it through wave 7. Hey, let's get in all our training, especially for well, everyone really, but especially for treatment. Because once you diagnose everybody, there's like a span of time where you can take care of those diagnostic people.
2 Point Radio. You're listening to Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio.
These are my favorite
Hey,
segments.
This is Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio. I almost didn't show up for work today.
Why?
Then I remembered how much you'd all miss me. So here I am.
I would miss you, so thank you for showing up. I do like the Harrison Ford ones. Is it Harrison Ford? Okay, now I can't remember. Anyway, I like those ones. Okay, wave 8, 75 patients, cure 45. So that means, okay, that's a pretty high cure rate. That's like 60%-ish. And go 30 days without a death. Now that's hard. I think that'll be almost impossible at the end. So let's see if we can delay some of these guys from getting treated. So the first 30 days will be without the death, and then we start treating people after 30 days. So I'm gonna like turn down my queue length so that I can see like a little pop-up whenever some people start going for treatment, and we'll kind of turn off treatment rooms or something to prevent them from going. Because there's no way, like, we don't have that high a cure rate. Okay, this is crazy. Yeah, just turn off the jab, master.
I'll be keeping you company all through the night.
Oh, done! 30 days!
Records this station can afford. Might need to open a can of palpitation to keep me awake. If you hear any snoring, just ignore it.
Okay, yes, we got 30 days without a death. Phew! So I'm gonna change the cure rate or the treatment rate, like the diagnostic percentage required to 85. So that should raise our cure rate because people will be a little bit higher diagnosed, which will increase the probability of cure. But at the same time, if we see anybody who's like can't get to that level of diagnosis, I'm just gonna let them go through because we don't have time to build diagnostic rooms and then hire a whole class of people to like staff them. Ain't no one got time for that. But at least if they get to like 50% of the GPs, they'll be sent to the ward and then back to the GPs until they get to 85. That's something. And if by then they still can't be cured, like, too bad. Whatever. Okay, let's keep up our training.
Tired of hearing all the good things going on in the world?
Yeah.
Sick of
so many
cheery
good
headlines
things.
and positive articles? Then read the Daily Sneer, because good news is bad news. 24 hours a day. This is 2 Point Radio.
Dude, it's 2020. There ain't no good news here. Okay, so we have 65 patients remaining. So we've treated 10 patients so far, and we've cured 8. It's actually pretty good. But the first patients to be diagnosed are usually the healthiest, and they have the highest diagnosis because they probably have easy illnesses that went through the GPs and like that's it. So we still gotta keep an eye on that cure rate. And let's remember to scale up our staff. Make sure to specialize all of them once you have enough. So I'm gonna have 2 sets of nurses, one for the ward and one for treatment. That's all we need. Janitors, I like to be a little more well-rounded. Want them to have some mechanic ability, some ghost hunting
I'm
skills.
not going to say that all
That's
of the ills of 2 Point County are down to Jumbo Corp. Then again, I'm not saying they're not. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the guy who puts on records, right? Like this frisky little number.
Okay, so like I said, I'm going to pass through anybody who can't get to the diagnosis percentage. That's fine, they can go ahead. I don't know, what's the thing with the Jumbo? They make us a lot of money, that's good, right? Okay, let's just try and like stick GP's offices wherever we can. I don't know, I just want to get rid of this crowd, process everybody as soon as possible. Ugh, that's so awkward a space at the top. I might need to get another ward in as well. Because they're gonna hold up the diagnosis as well. Yeah, let's just pass them all. Don't care. Okay. you know what? We've already cured 41 out of 45, so I just went ahead and reduced the diagnosis required percentage. Wow, 44 out of 51. That's pretty good.
You're listening to Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio. In the weather today, weird cloud formations spotted overhead. Clouds in the shape of bottle openers, fuse boxes, and this is the scary one. Mushrooms. That's right. Mushroom clouds hovering over our homes, over your children's schools. Time to dig out those bomb shelters and wait out the end of times.
Okay. Although speaking of weather, it's so cold where I live. I actually had to go like shovel my sidewalk from snow this morning. It's way too early for that. Oh, I guess it's already November. Still. Let's just take stock. Okay, so we're getting to the end of our waves. Any GPs that need a rest, they can go ahead and take a rest like now. That way when we need the GPs, they'll all be like good. And I'm gonna wait on those treatment guys. So as soon as the next wave starts, I'll send the treatment guys for a rest. Because they have a little bit of time while everybody's getting diagnosed.
My latest attempts to find a hobby, stamp collecting. I went down to the post office and bought all the stamps they had. So I guess I'm done.
Okay, that must have cost a pretty penny. Let's... who should I... Okay. Let's get some of these treatment guys trained. I think we really need more assistance. We can get ones with more pure skills though. So we'll train some of our janitors. Motivation is great in a janitor. I don't really think it's worth it for anybody else. But for a janitor, that makes sense. There's a ghost, a resident ghost. Yeah, we need more nurses, especially like ward nurses. I want to get, if we get 3 wards, I need at least like 7 ward nurses, maybe more. That would be nice though. Okay. So let's get this third. Whoa,
Author
what was that?
And ambassador for the Bigfoot Foundation, Bartholomew
Bigfoot.
F. Yeti is coming to talk at an artsy location near you for the 20th anniversary tour of his seminal work, Big Feet, Big Shoes. Critics call it urgent, confusing, and a nice color. Blink and you'll miss him. Buy your tickets now.
Whoa, okay, just take a look at this for a second though. Like, wow. That's insane. Okay, I didn't even realize that we had started the next wave. But that looks crazy with just the 2 different types. So 80 patients, we need to cure 20 of them with stunt trouble and 20 of them with soiled self.
This is 2 Point Radio.
This is really gonna test us. Do we have enough treatment rooms? Yikes. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think we need... It's kind of hard to find space though. We're like really low on space, you know? Yeah, let's get more GP's offices. I think I'm gonna have to like reorganize this entire area. yeah, let's get another one of these in. Yeah, the training room doesn't really need to be like in a convenient location. You don't go there very often. And this room is so big, it's kind of hard to find a good space for it. Okay. And let's just put that one there. At least that should alleviate some of the lineup. Okay, and we can definitely get another one of these somewhere if we can put it in. Where do I fit it in? It's so awkward. Okay, we can put one in here. Okay, and let's make sure everything's being upgraded at least one time. Although I don't think... Yeah, we need to research more. Let's get our GPs nice and high in case we need those cure rates. I mean, even now we need those cure rates, right? Presumably we have 40 patients each. So we need to get like a 50% cure rate. Which sometimes is higher than we get. Sure. So for this one, usually I only get one guy that's capable of upgrading the stuff. In this map, got a couple. Because you need to like
I was going to
be
go to the
active.
zoo this weekend, but I was afraid they might not let me back out. And I'm not spending another weekend trying to convince the staff I'm not a hyena. They should listen to the radio more. What kind of hyena plays songs, after all?
Okay, let's make these people more comfortable. We really haven't been paying too much attention to drink and heat. Ooh, that's a lot of diagnosis that I said. But we do need them like pretty high so that we can get that cure rate. I don't know, it's hard. Okay, so far we've treated 22 and we have 17 got cured. So that's not a great cure rate. I guess it's okay. It's more than 50% at least. But it's not the best. Okay, so all the diagnosis, most of it has already been done. So let's go ahead and train all the receptionists and the GPs. Wow, 14.
Serious people.
We might need another
Candy
room.
Biscuit's recipe has been changed. Oh, subtly, yeah. But you can taste the difference. This is how it starts. First they replace our biscuits, then they come for us. You could wake up tomorrow with 10% more vanilla in your genetic makeup. Soon enough, the whole of 2 Point will be taken over. Stay vigilant.
Okay, if they stay in that line too long though, like, they might die. It's a really high line number. Oh, and now we need to wait for them to be repaired. Eek. Okay, at least, okay, stunt travel's looking good. We have 20 cured. Soil itself is a little dicey. And it looks like the cure rate is not that high. So right now we have what, 2? I don't know about this.
This is Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Are you ready for some top-notch entertainment? Well, you'll have to settle for me, Ricky Hawthorne, here on 2 Point Radio. And we start with this lovely number.
Okay, let's let all these receptionists rest. because the next wave should be coming soon. What's the bell for? Seriously, what's the bell? Ooh, that's a crowded place. Okay, we made it. End of wave 9. Alright, we're down 3 waves. We're halfway through the level for 2 stars. So I'm gonna take a little break, but I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give it a like. That has been a lot, and make sure to subscribe to catch the end of 2 stars of Mudbury Festival. I'll catch you next time. Bye.